No cześć Amelia, cześć Baja. W sumie włączę od początku ten. Nie to.
Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience. Fazbear Entertainment is excited to join the digital age, and what better way to do that than with an edge-of-your-seat virtual reality experience. We know that Fazbear Entertainment has developed something of a bad reputation over the last few decades, and while it's true that some stories associated with our name were loosely based on actual events, the majority of them were total fabrications from the mind of a complete lunatic, lawsuits pending. But we aren't above laughing at ourselves. Ha ha ha. That's why we have recreated many of these completely fictitious scenarios, lies that you've been fed over the last several years, into a hilarious VR game, in the hopes that we can finally move a few scares. We do, however, ask that you agree to a simple waiver before you acknowledge that Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for accidental digital consciousness transference, real-world manifestations of digital characters, nightmares, night terrors, night sweats.
W ogóle słychać mnie? Jak się tu do lobby wychodzi? No co fajnie, Amelia. Przycisk gry, bo przez nią słabiej słychać. O, tutaj. Nie, chyba nie. Strona tytułów. Strona tytułów, tak. I to będzie lobby? Lobby. O, jest, dobra. Nie wiem, czy się da przyciszyć. W sensie takimi ustawieniami zbytnio się nie zajmowałem. Więc... Foxy. Aha, dobra. Opcje. Generał. Napisy. Usuń dane. Wezmę od początku tą gierkę. To słowo... Dobra. Bo dawno w to nie grałem to. Raczej przejdę to od początku. Aha, i znowu to.
Welcome to the Fazbear.
O Jezu, nie przyciszyłem.
An edge-of-your-seat
Chyba
virtual
w ogóle
reality
nie da
experience.
przyciszyć.
Over the last few decades, and while it's true that some stories associated with
A może mi się uda?
ha ha ha. You've been fed over the last several years.
Dobra, teraz chyba lepiej słychać się.
We do, however, ask that you agree to a simple
Nie
waiver.
zauważyłem
You
tego.
acknowledge that Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for accidental digital consciousness transference, real-world manifestations of digital characters, nightmares, night terrors, night sweats. Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear virtual experience. Of you to navigate the menu and pick one of the frightening experiences available. By completing these scenarios, more will become available. You'll see plenty of familiar faces and some new ones as well. So stay a while and have a good time. And remember, despite the temporary horror you may experience, this is a completely controlled environment and you aren't in any real danger. Fazbear Entertainment not responsible. From the virtual menu.
Tu na pewno by gdzieś pieniądze. A tu. I tu kaseta. A dobra, ja wiem co to za gra, grałam u kolegi. A dobra, ja wiem co to za gra, bo grałam u kolegi i poniebałem się. A to jest tak, że raz widać taki niebieski ekran, jakby coś się wczytywało, a raz grę, czy cały czas widać grę? A to dobrze. Chyba jedynkę. Chociaż dwójka jest mniej straszna. Bo to jest takie... Dobra, nie będzie to. Wciskać przyciski. Nosić maskę. Przetrwać do 6. No Maja, no to mogę po tym, ale... W sensie jedynka jest... Czwórka jest w ogóle najcięższa. Przynajmniej w VR-ze.
Hello? Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here in your path. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old locations, you know. Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety. They've spent a small fortune on these new animatronics. Facial recognition, advanced mobility. They even let them walk around during the day.
To jest pierwsza noc.
Isn't that neat? But most
Nie powinno
importantly,
być źle.
they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be paying them to guard you. Now that being said, no new system is without its kinks. You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week but complained about conditions. We switched him over to the day shift. So, hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seemed to move around at night and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case,
Tam jest ten
that's your
kubaczek.
office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them. And as for the rest of them, we have an even easier solution. You see,
Bez
there may be a
muzyka
minor
jest creepy,
glitch
ja
in the
mam
system,
słuchawki.
something about the robot thinking he was an endoskeleton without his costume on and wanting to stuff you into a suit. So hey, we've given you an empty Freddy Fazbear head. Problem solved. You can put it on any time and leave it on for as long as you want. Eventually anything that wandered in will wander back out. Something else worth mentioning is kind of the quirky modern design of the building. You may have noticed there are no doors for you to close.
O, tu jest.
But hey, you have a light, and even though your flashlight can run out of power, the building cannot. So don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, put on the Freddy head if you need to. Keep the music box wound up. Piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I on będzie tędy. Ojej. Jego najważniejsze, żeby obserwować. On wrócił, ale... Gdzie jest? O, tu jest. No i znowu jego brakuje. Jest piąta. Dobra. Ta szóstka jest trochę wyżej niż... Chyba go wciągnąłem. Tam nie ma. Tam nie ma. Tu podam... O, jest jakiś guziczek. To jest trumka. Magiczne pokoje. Nie wiem, co teraz wziąć. Jedynkę, dwójkę, trójkę, mroczne pokoje, serwis, jakby naprawy, wentylację, Fnafa 4, mroczne pokoje. A to jest... Na pewno za pierwszym razem się nie uda. Ale niech im będzie. Latarka. Zatrzymaj plus trapa na X. Podobno tam jest monetka, ale jej nie ma. I tu... Mam na to 80 sekund, prawda? A ja mam jeszcze choinkę w pokoju i igły z niej spadają, tak. O jest. Igły z niej spadają co jakiś czas i to jest takie... Dobra, teraz jak się ruszy to... Jest. Zawał. Jeszcze raz, czy... Nie dziwię się. Ale ty nie masz tego w 3D jeszcze, nie? To jest dopiero. W sensie 3D. Jeszcze raz, czy... Może jednak coś innego chcesz? Może jednak na przykład... Co by było fajne? To by było fajne. Nie ma go. Ciekawe co jest po tej scenie. Bo to nie działa. No wiem, ale jak mam na słuchawkę. Czekaj, bo nie mogę doczytać do końca w tym. No wiem, ale jak mam na słuchawkach, to się boję, a ty tam... Nie wiem, może to byś chciała. Na pewno milsza i łatwiejsza. Ja idę za to po sklepie. Na serio? O. No dobra. Powiedz, czy coś ciekawego będzie w sklepie. Wydaje puszczę.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Oh no, it looks like Bonnie's guitar is out of tune and must be recalibrated. First, we must access his harmonization module located inside his secondary throat pipe. To access the throat pipe, both eyes must first be removed. You must be as precise as possible when removing the eyes from their respective sockets. First, firmly grip Bonnie's left eye and carefully remove it from its socket.
Ciekawie. No nie, przeczytałem od ciebie, Maja, i nie wiem, które oko mam. Niech będzie prawe. Zamykam może w takim razie. No, wiedziałem. To ciekawy sklep.
Welcome back to Parts and
Dobra,
Service.
to?
Great job.
Oh.
Deposit the left eye in the cleaning receptacle on your left.
On your...
Well done.
Oops.
Now, firmly grip Bonnie's right eye and carefully remove it from its socket. Deposit the right eye in the cleaning receptacle on your right. Good job. To open Bonnie's faceplate, carefully press the two buttons located on either side of Bonnie's jaw. When done correctly, you should hear two small clicks.
Ojej.
Well done. You now have access to Bonnie's harmonization module. Press the blinking button inside Bonnie's secondary throat pipe to enter calibration mode.
No.
Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button again to replay the audio check. Press the colored button that corresponds to the incorrect note. Press the blinking button again to verify your work.
No dobra, to jest.
Great job. Bonnie is in tune and ready for his solo. Let's close him up. Simply replace both eyes in the same order that you removed them, then close up the faceplate, and we'll call it a day.
Dobrze. Jak mam zamknąć? Tym?
Well done.
Oh.
That concludes your parts and services task. See you next time.
No szkoda, Maja. Ale po co o 6? Czemu ja się... Ja to zjadłem i się udusiłem. No dobra, Maja. No dobra. Chyba jej nie ma już. Ameli. Aha, dobra. Dobra, to bo ja już nie wiedziałem. No dobra, Amelia. Cześć. Nie ma kasynów. Chick. Co byś teraz chciała, Maja? Bo chyba tylko ty zostałaś. No, cześć, Amelia. Nie wiem. Serwis wentylacyjny. Nocne strachy. Co to było? Proszę, tylko nie 4. No nie. Musisz... Maja. Nie da się coś innego? To jest najgorsze. I tu chyba będzie ta marionetka. Albo tutaj. I to już będzie. No to chodzisz od drzwi do drzwi tam, żeby ci nie weszły do pokoju. No tyle. A można to coś zmienić? Nie można. To... Tak. Nie dosięgnę? Nie dosięgnę. Podłoga. To ciekawe. No proszę cię, Maja. Nie, co ja kliknęłam. Znowu nie to.
Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience.
Tak,
Fazbear,
chleb.
the digital age.
Co tam
And what better
chleb?
way to do that than with an edge-of-your-seat virtual reality experience?
Słucham chleb.
We know that Fazbear Entertainment has developed something of a bad
Okay,
reputation
nie
over
da
the
się
last
tego
few
pominąć.
decades. And while it's true that some stories associated with our name were loosely based on actual events, the majority of them were total fabrications from the mind of a complete lunatic.
Może
Lawsuits
chleb.
ourselves. Ha ha
Willy
ha.
Wonka.
That's why we have recreated many of these completely fictitious scenarios, lies, that you've been fed over the last several years into a hilarious VR game, in the hopes that we can finally move past these childish ghost stories and develop a new relationship with you, as well as your kids. Don't forget the merch, perfect for birthdays. So sit back and enjoy a few scares.
To jest to samo.
We do, however, ask that you agree to a simple waiver before you play. It's mostly just legal mumbo-jumbo and isn't at all based on user experiences thus far or injuries associated with testing. Just touch the button to agree, and then we can jump right into some harmless fun that can't harm you at all in any harmful way. You acknowledge that Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for accidental digital content.
Ale chodzi ci chleb u mnie, czy w grze jakby? Bo to ten... Bo u mnie to nikt. To chyba ci chodzi o ten. Chciałem zrobić to. Znaczy nie to. To. No nienormalny jest chyba. No niestety nie ma po polsku. Piłeczka. W ogóle tam jest kaseta. Jeszcze raz. O jest. I ona się zebrała sama chyba. Mogę to wziąć? Mogę. No nie, jeszcze nie trafiłem. No. Czyli teraz go nie ma. Teraz będzie. No znowu. Mogą trafić. To nie wiem, co teraz. Na pewno nie to. No sorry, Maja, na pewno nie teraz. Powinno się to. Ja w ogóle czekam na port. Chleb, ale dzisiaj nie będzie. Już raczej. Chyba, tak mi się wydaje. No wiem, chleb. Wiem. No dobra. Chwytaj, puszczaj. Wciskasz przycisk. Zaprowadź na prawo.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. There have been customer complaints about Chica's acrid smell. Sounds like Chica has been rummaging around the kitchen again. Remove all food particles from Chica's exterior and place it in the refuse bin on your right.
Ale czekam na kolejny, czy będzie słychać. No to, ale to jutro. Chleb.
Good job. Make sure Chica is not hiding any other treats inside her beak. To open her beak, carefully press the two buttons located on the sides of Chica's head. Oh no, it looks like Chica has picked up some unwanted friends. To clear the infestation, apply the Fazbear Entertainment restaurant grade chemi spray to Chica's exterior. Press the button under the hanging canister. Avoid inhaling the chemi spray. Exposure to cleaning, disinfecting, and maintenance chemicals may result in respiratory problems, skin, or eye irritation. Good job. Now reattach Chica's upper arm, hand, and cupcake plate.
Ojej.
Well done. Oh no, it looks like Chica needs another dose of the chemi spray. Do not let the infestation spread. Be sure to give the canister button another push as needed. Return the cupcake to Chica's plate. Great job. Chica is ready to serve pizza and hugs to the kids again. Take a complimentary slice of pizza for a
Pamiętaj, że
job well
był tu
done.
taki sekret. Że jak się weźmie ten... Nie chcę wiedzieć, ale
Delicious.
zrobię
See you next time.
tak, to ona się zjadła. To jest ten taki fajny ten.
We hope you're enjoying the Fazbear virtual experience. Please be aware that there may be visual artifacts left behind from the beta testing phase of development. If you see any such artifacts, we recommend that you not interact with them. We'll weed them out eventually. There's no guarantee that we'll weed them out eventually.
Pojawił się. Trafiłem, ale nie zareagował. Mogę jeszcze teraz napić swój berach, przejść jak ktoś chce. Albo na Rec Rooma. Albo na Job Simulator. Takie 3 gry. Na grunt. Chyba już nawet nikogo nie ma. Job Simulator. No jakby symulator pracy. Na przykład możesz kręcić hot dogi w Żabce. Możesz jako mechanik w biurze jakimś tam i jeszcze w jednym. Ale nie pamiętam co to było. Na pewno 4 jakby do wyboru były takie prace. O, tak, ja wiem. No to dobrze, fajnie. A chciałabyś? Czy wolisz jednak Fnafa? W sensie to, co teraz. Aha, nie ma. Mechanik w O, i restauracji, no. W restauracji. No to nie wiem, Maja, wolisz to Fnafa czy ten? Czy żebym teraz przeszedł na Job Simulator? Nie wiem, co chcesz. Na co masz ochotę? Symulator. No dobra, no to poczekaj chwilkę. Zaraz włączę Job Simulator. Bo na PlayStation nie da się zrobić tak ten... no wiesz... Nie da się przejść tak od razu. Bo potem to spędzę. To tak bardziej na 16, 17. A nie pierwszą prawą. No dobra, to idę na Job Simulator. Jakby co, pamiętaj, że jeszcze możesz tam Beat Saber, Iron Man i Rec Room. I z takich jeszcze zwykłych gier, no to Crash Team Racing, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Ale teraz to raczej na VR-ze. No dobra, to ja lecę, znaczy, no zmienię live'a. No nie dostanę. Dobra, to za 2 chwilkę.